All right, everything that we're doing today is called compound probability. Compound means there's more than one event, more than one thing is happening. So on this one, it says it's a board game, students draw a card, put it back, and then draw another card. That's two events, two things that are happening that you can measure the probability of. So, in order to find the probability, compound probability, whenever you have two or more events, you multiply them together. But first, you have to find the probability of each event. So, if I look at this practice problem number 1, it says a student draws a heart-eyed card and then an angel card. So, for the first event, it's a heart-eyed card. Well, remember it's favorable over total, and I have 2 heart-eyed cards. So that would be 2 over, how many total do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I would multiply that with the next event, an angel card. How many angel cards are there? Okay, well this one right here, only 1. Okay, so this down here, what this is a table so that I can see that you're multiplying the right things, and it's just a nice organizational tool. I've always used it even before we were on, virtual computers and all that. It's a table that has favorable over total, and it has event 1, event 2, and you can make it for as many events as you have, but on this one it's only 2 events. So, instead of having it like this and, being a little bit less organized, I put it in here, and on yours you can type it. So we are multiplying these fractions. You have to think back to when we did that last, and there's one in the warm-up. If you did the warm-up, then hopefully you were reminded. Okay, whenever you multiply fractions, you multiply straight across. So 2 times 1 equals 2 over 8 times 8 equals 64. Okay, so 2 times 1 is 2, 8 times 8 is 64. A big mistake that people do is they'll put 16 here. It's not adding, it is multiplying. This one right here is for you to simplify if it needs to be simplified. And this one definitely needs to be simplified. They're both even numbers, so you can divide them both by 2. Divided by 2, divided by 2. And 2 divided by 2 gives us 1. And 64 divided by 2 gives you 32. So your final answer, you would type right in here, is 1 over 32. Okay, on this next one, I'm not going to do this part up here. I'm only going to use the table. And there's something else that I need to show you that I didn't do in that one. So, on this one, it says a student draws a sleeping card and then an angry card. Okay, so a sleeping card. How many of those are there? This is one right here, and this is one right here. So that's 2 sleeping cards. That's your favorable. That's what you're trying to find. And the total is still 8. And then my second event is an angry card. Okay, well, here's an angry card right here, and this one right here is angry as well. So that's 2 angry cards out of still a total of 8. Now, what I like to do here, whenever we were doing multiplication of fractions, it's best to simplify before you multiply. On this one we could do it too, but on this one, you can simplify these fractions before before you get into the multiplication. That way, you won't have to simplify big numbers. So 2 and 8, those are both divisible by 2. So this 2 divided by 2 goes to 1, and 8 divided by 2 goes to 4. Same with this. 2 goes to 1, 8 goes to 4. Okay, now I'm going to rewrite that up here so that you can see it better. It's 1 over 4 times 1 over 4. And 1 times 1 gives us 1, and 4 times 4 gives us 16. Can we simplify that any further? No, we did our simplifying in the problem. So I don't need that, and this is my final answer, 1 over 16. Okay, the next two practice problems, number 3 and number 4, those are for you to do on your own. If you're in class or in the Zoom, then you'll see me do them with you. If you are skipping Zoom and trying to do everything on your own, then you're not going to see me do them. And yes, they are still part of the grade, so you do need to do them.